Ramazan Esenbayev take on the Tiger Sarnavский. Alongside his impressive 34 wins in his 39 fights, Sarnavский has 21 first-round finishes. Experiencing big promotions as well, as alongside ACB. Nice inside leg kick there to make a statement of power. Also fought with Bellator, number of fights under that promotion. Again, that inside leg kick.
Well, it's great the use of Esenbayev's length and reach. Oh, great timing on that shot.
This is the world Esenbayev wants. And again, look at this power move. Big slam and the crowd responds.
As soon as Sarnavский was coming towards to throw another shot, Esenbayev was able to just really time it perfectly, shot a double right underneath, moved him up against the cage, and was able to finish with the single. And now he's on top, and he's really hunting for that wrist control. You can see his right hand fighting down there. It looks like he might be giving up a Kimura, but I think that it's more of a calculated risk. He's going to try to stick his right hand in there and control it.
With a Sambo base, he's not unfamiliar to this situation. Grinding out the position, but Sarnavский a very wily...
He's got the wrist that he wanted.
Locking it up behind the back there, but Sarnavский frees it up.
All right, this might be an action pass grappling match, and I might have to start saying Alexander and Robson. Can we just go with Tiger?
I'll meet you in the middle, my friend. The Tiger.
I mean, if there's ever a time I needed red and blue shorts, you know?
I must say, your Russian has come on leaps and bounds in the 3 events we've called here for ACB together. Your English has got worse, though, I'm going to be honest.
It was never that great to begin with. And some of my career choices have not helped that
out. So we'll get back to the action with Tiger on the bottom, looking to escape the smothering style of Ramazan Esenbayev.
Esenbayev is really just staying aggressively going forward, and he's really fighting. There he goes, that right hand again, grabbing the right wrist of Sarnavский, and he's just not able to really secure it once he has it locked up. He's really open for sweeps, and I'm surprised Sarnavsky's not going for them. I mean, obviously, I'm not in there feeling what pressure he's feeling, but the fact that, you know, Esenbayev is head down, tripoding, driving forward, that's pretty textbook for you as the bottom guy, switching angles and sweeping.
And that elbow on the mat there, the hand on the mat, is that playing into Sarnavsky's game, or is that a more control for Esenbayev?
Well, Esenbayev's using it to control, but I got to tell you, if I was in the gym right now and I saw that, I would be telling Sarnavский that, you know, that's an overhook. He can control the elbow, and that's great for him to set up submissions and sweeps, and not good for Esenbayev to be doing so. But he's able to use it, and he has a style where he's able to try to control that wrist and bring it around the back and really just tie up one side of Sarnavsky's defense on the ground and be able to maybe land some shots. But he's been threatening with it, landing a shot here and there, but nothing real menacing.
1 minute 30 seconds left of this first round. Seems to be the theme of these fights so far, this pressure, this sticking to your opponent, this wrestling shining through. Short knees coming in, but looking for Sarnavский to maybe turn in when he can get the opportunity, but Esenbayev staying heavy on that back. Short knee again from Esenbayev, just chipping away Sarnavский. Sarnavский fighting for that underhook. 40 seconds left and eats a knee. Leon Roberts, our referee in charge of this action, calling for more action.
Kind of an old school trick that I don't really see a lot of the fighters doing, but if I was in the back room getting ready to fight anybody that, you know, from Team Russia, basically, I would know that they like that body lock, and I'd be trying to Randy Couture style grind their hands against the cage.
Yes. End of that round, Sarnavский fed.
And now it's time to implement it. And here is he needs to either go for more stand-ups or sweeps, but fighting for the omoplata and fighting for that kimura is just not doing doesn't even seem like there's really any openings there. And here, solid knee to the midsection.
Yeah. Again, we go for round 2. Sarnavский in the blue shorts in the blue corner, Esenbaev in the red corner there. Esenbaev's game plan is so obvious. He's going to wait for an opportunity for that shot to close that distance, but Sarnavский dropping a spinning back fist at him. Small smile in the eyes of Sarnavский there.
He needs to be careful there. That's what he needs to be careful of. Esenbaev was he's backing up, and as Sarnavский comes in closer, he's going to try to blast him with a takedown.
Another spinning attack there from Sarnavский. Crowd responding well as well. Nice stiff jab.
Sarnavский needs to not get too aggressive here. Great sprawl. Got his head down, got his arm down, was able to block the head and get his hips back and feet away.
Well, when we talk about the fights we've seen already, when obviously the switch in the game plan has got to be not allow these fighters to engage these clinches or to get it into their world. Sarnavский coming out in the second round much better, much more clinical with his strikes, but aware of the threat of Esenbaev and those takedowns.
And Esenbaev has done a mistake 2 or 3 times in a row where he's defended the same way when Sarnavский comes in and he's dropped his head towards his rear leg in a way, and Sarnavский actually identified that and did a flying knee. I would have liked to have seen maybe a jab switch kick. I think would have been more effective. Now he's ended up in the takedown attempt, and great job of blocking and breaking out because Esenbaev had his hands connected, and we've seen him be very successful from that position, and Sarnavский stayed patient, pulled his hips back, drove his weight down, was able to break the grip. And here, honestly, he just needs to frame out with his left hand on the neck and create space. This is, even if Esenbaev is not losing in this position or not winning, he'd rather keep it here for right now than in the open, where so far in this round, Sarnavsky's shown the ability to take over.
2 minutes 30 seconds left in this second round. Sarnavский changing the game plan up, showing that experience and the awareness of the threats of Esenbaev.
Sarnavский needs to treat this like almost like a knife fight. Stay just down at a distance, and, like a sword fighter, and just jab in, stick him with a jab, maybe with a right hand.
Big liver kick there, and Esenbaev certainly felt that. The grimace on his face and dropping his elbows.
And that was probably the worst shot Esenbaev has taken this whole fight. No setup, no timing, he just changed levels and came in, and I can see hopefully Sarnavsky's trying to set up a knee. Throw a jab, a 1-2, a hand combination, knowing that Esenbaev is going to change levels right now, and not very quickly as he was earlier, and maybe run and guide him right into a knee.
The patience of Sarnavский is something to behold as well, knowing he's got his fighter still, his opponent still hurt, but just staying focused.
Oh, don't take his back.
There we go, big left hand. But Esenbaev sees it and gives him a little smile. Comes in with his own leaping stiff jab as well.
Esenbaev needs to figure out how to get this fight back into the clinch. Right now, his game plan of backing up and taking shots, it's been exposed.
This is the closest he's come, and that's off.
No, unless Sarnavский gives up that left leg, there's no way he's going to finish this takedown. He just needs to keep his hips down and his feet back, and the way he's blocking with his arms across the back of the calf is not allowing Esenbaev to drive forward.
A very lazy shot as well there. That's a telling sign as far as cardio is concerned. And oh, here we go. We might have a power move coming up.
Right now, Sarnavский needs to not break his grip because he's going to have the hips trapped. But if he breaks that grip, then he's in trouble.
20 seconds left of this round, and Esenbaev has finally got it back to where he wants it. But like you said, Sarnavский not breaking that grip. A very impressive adjustment from Sarnavский coming out in this round. The sprawls, the clinical striking, the patience when he had his fighter hurt.
He needs to come behind his punches and be aggressive, moving backwards, and he's giving up too much height. Variate a real vicious liver kick, running backwards, and trying to just take advantage of any mistakes made by Sarnavский that happened in the first round.
Leon Roberts giving him a warning here. What's going to happen? Wait a second. The crowd of St. Petersburg getting behind their fighter. But
He shook his head?
He shook his head there. But Sarnavsky's not giving him an easy way out. But that must give Sarnavsky huge confidence.
But not too much. I would like it right now. Sarnavsky just kept his knees bent, kept a low stance, and just really picked him apart with the jab. When he saw opportunities, throw the right hand. But no spinning maneuvers and no kicks to the legs right now. And Esenbaev, he needs to just, you know what, bite down on his mouthpiece, throw a combination.
Big liver kick right in front of us.
There, he threw a jab, but he didn't do nothing afterwards. He needed to throw that jab and change levels and take a shot from there.
Another big body kick. Very, again, astute of Sarnavsky, knowing that Esenbaev was struggling at the start of that round to come out of his corner. Holding his hands on his hips, deep breaths. Oh, big knee as well. Again, working the body. Patient work from Sarnavsky.
Well, Sarnavsky can continue just to rinse and repeat. Stay back, stick him with the jab. When opportunity arises, throw that left kick to the body. Stay alert, make sure that you don't get taken down with anything. And right now, Esenbaev, he has to do something to turn this fight around. And again, the formula of backing up and looking to take an opportunity on a shot is just not very high percentage right now.
And again, Sarnavsky aware of that takedown. Good to see him mix up that kick as well. So he's been to the body a few times and then to the head.
Oh, beautiful. Changed it up. Instead of going to the body, he did on that first exchange, and he went right upstairs.
Esenbaev got to do something to change this. Leon Roberts looking very carefully at this.
Esenbaev almost looks like he's just waiting for the time to run out. I think he's kind of accepted that he's not going to win this fight, and he's not going to quit as far as call it, but at the same time, this is starting to get dangerous.
And he's got, as far as calling time, he's got 2 minutes 30 seconds roughly of this round still to go. That's a long time, and with the patience and the accuracy and the variation of the strike with Sarnavsky, there's no look at that. Confident enough to throw that spinning back fist, but nothing's coming back. There's no fear, is there? He's got to be conscious of the takedown attempt, but just picking odd shots, targeting, using his accuracy, and being aware of those takedown attempts.
Great job on the sweep. Now again, he's blocking the hips by connecting his hands over the rib cage and the armpit. Really shuts down the legs of Esenbaev, and right now he's completely stretched out. If you're a wrestler and you're taking a shot, this is the worst position to be in. It sucks. Your face is down on the mat. Your knees aren't underneath of you. You can't build back a base. Now he's trying to get back underneath, and it just is a menacing position.
Sarnavsky working his hands under the chin, possibly, of Esenbaev, but just uncomfortable, making him carry his weight like this.
They're just going to stalemate this out. The referees ended up calling it and breaking them up to their feet. But I think that, honestly, Esenbaev is probably happy. There's the break, being there in that position, because he's not getting kicked in the liver.
The towel has come in the corner.
You can't do that.
In the towel.
You can't do that.
And the referee has said, but he's now waved it off.
They did it anyways.
There was a point in that fight at the start of that third round where Esenbaev was shaking his head. Then he struggled to get back to his feet then. And the towel came in, and whether they could or couldn't do that, like you said, that was getting dangerous, wasn't it? That was a
Absolutely agree with the stoppage, but how they go about it with the unified rules of MMA, the only person to stop the fight, while the fight's going on, is the referee. The corner does not have the ability to have the proverbial throw the towel in.
But let's just have a little look at the work of Sarnavский, because once he changed that game plan up after that first round, he
Great
showed
adjustment.
patience, skill, technique, accuracy, and constant awareness of the threat of Esenbaev going on that, and that just put it in his world and eventually broke Esenbaev.
Absolutely, Esenbaev.
Время остановки боя 3 минуты и 49 секунд третьего раунда. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time. 3 minutes and 49 seconds of round number 3. В связи с отказом угла соперника от продолжения боя техническим нокаутом победу одержал. Due to refusal of the corner, your winner by technical knockout, Александр Сарнавский.
Like I said, let's not take anything away from Sarnavский.